Hello, Year 8. Today we are looking at the volume of rectangular prisms, cubes, and we will be turning our volumes into capacity. So the volume is the amount of space that an object occupies. When we calculate it, it will usually be measured in things like millimeters cubed, centimeters cubed, meters cubed, or kilometers cubed. However, if we want to talk about these volumes in terms of fluids, which means liquids, or gases, then we want to turn them into things like milliliters, liters, and kiloliters, or even megaliters. The volumes of fluids and gases is also known as capacity. So, first of all, we want to talk about a cube. The volume of a cube, you can see a picture there. If the side length is s, then the volume is s cubed, s to the power of 3. The volume of a rectangular prism, if we have the length, the breadth, and the height, is V equals LBH, timesing those three measurements together. If we want to convert between units of volume, millimeters cubed, centimeters cubed, meters cubed, and kilometers cubed, then we'd use this chart. It still has the 10, 100, 1,000 that we've seen before in previous lessons, but when it's cubed, they're all cubed. So millimeters to centimeters cubed is going to be divided by 10 cubed. If we want to convert between our centimeters cubed or one of our cubed units into capacity units, we have this box of conversions here. Now the ones that I choose to remember are these ones. I say 1 centimeter cubed is the same as 1 milliliter. The other one I remember is that 1 meter cubed is equal to 1 kiloliter. So that way you can change straight from a volume unit into a capacity unit. And then you can change between your different capacity units if you need to. So if you need to convert, we have milliliters, liters, kiloliters, and megaliters. They all operate in lots of 1,000. So as we are going from smaller units to bigger units, we divide by 1,000. If we're going from big units to smaller units, we times by 1,000. Okay. So here is a few converting questions. Question 1, I want to convert 3 meters cubed to centimeters cubed. So meters cubed are here, and I want to go to centimeters cubed, so I follow the arrow, and that tells me to times by 100 cubed. So we can put up here times 100 cubed, and then you would type that in your calculator. So you would go 3 times 100 to the power of 3, so cubed equals, and it's quite a big number. So that's 3 million centimeters cubed. Okay, next one, we want to go from 14,000 milliliters to liters. They're capacity units. So milliliters are here, and we want to go to liters, so we're going to divide by 1,000. So divide 1,000, which would take off the 1, 2, 3 zeros, so that's going to be 14 liters. The next one has two jumps. 2,300 centimeters cubed are going to be the exact same 2,300 milliliters, because centimeters cubed and milliliters are exactly the same thing. Then, if we want to go from milliliters to liters, that's this same one that we did here, milliliters to liters. We're going to divide by 1,000, which means that will be 2.3 liters. Question 2. Find the volume of the following. The first shape you see there is a cube. The formula for the volume of a cube is V equals S to the power of 3. S is 2, the side length, so it's 2 to the power of 3. Now you can put that in your calculator, 2, and the little power 3 button is up at the top there. Press equals, and that's equal to 8 centimeters cubed. So when you're doing volume, they're all going to have that power of 3 on the units for the answer. Part B, we want the volume of a rectangular prism. So that will be V equals LBH for the formula. The length, the breadth, and the height are the three numbers that you see there. So 8 times 12 times 4, which is equal to 384 centimeters cubed. Now those two questions are fairly standard volume questions. Question 3 has an extra twist to it. It says, find the volume of the following, but then convert your answer into litres, which is a capacity unit. So it will start the same. If I want to find the volume of that cube, I'll be using V is equal to S to the power of 3. The side length is 8.2, so it'll be 8.2 to the power of 3, which we type in. 8.2 to the power of 3 is 551.368. Okay, that will be in meters cubed. Now we want to change our meters cubed into a capacity unit. So meters cubed are exactly the same thing as kiloliters. So I'm going to rewrite that. 551.368. That's the same as kiloliters. So it's now capacity, but I want the capacity in liters. To turn kiloliters into liters, you times by 1000, which will give an answer of 551.368 liters. Let's try that again for part B. This time we have a rectangular prism. The formula is V equals LBH for volume. The length, the breadth, and the height will be 15 times 12 times 4, which is, let's type it in, 15 times 12 times 4, which is 720. This time that is centimeters cubed. To turn that into capacity, centimeters cubed are exactly the same as milliliters. So we write it down again, but write milliliters at the end. And we want to convert milliliters into liters. So we will divide that by 1000. And you can put that in your calculator if you want. So we go divide by 1000, which makes it 0.72 liters. Okay, so that's it for our lesson on rectangular prisms and cubes. Please do the workbook pages 33 through to 35.